Hello, everyone. Welcome today to AI in Action HR edition. I'm Anastasia and I'm joined here by my co host Magdalena. Today, we're thrilled to have Ali Almutairi, who is based in Saudi Arabia, and he's here with us to discuss recruitment practices in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the impact of AI in HR. Let's dive into this fascinating topic. The job market in Saudi Arabia is undergoing significant changes with new regulations and new economic initiatives shaping the recruitment landscape. Before we explore these developments, let's get to know our guest a little bit better. So, to start, Ali, can you introduce yourself and share a little bit about your journey in HR and recruitment?
Thank you for having me. My name is Ali Almutairi, and I have over 15 years of experience in human resources, recruitment, and organization development. I have worked across various industries, helping companies with talent acquisition, business transformation, and digital HR strategy. I was the CEO of Arib Human Resources, where we focus on optimizing recruitment and HR strategy to meet the evolving needs of the Saudi job market. Currently, I'm the founder of Ethra, a human resource. At Ethra, we focus on providing HR consultation, recruitment, and HR process outsourcing services. My journey started with a passion of connecting people with the right opportunities, and over the years, I have led large-scale recruitment projects, developed talent management strategies, and implemented HR digital transformation initiatives.
Wow, this is so fascinating, Ali. And again, we are so thrilled to have you on this podcast today. I mean, we are very impressed by everything that you have did and accomplished in those 15 years. And obviously, our listeners are very curious to understand a little bit more about Saudi Arabia and its unique job market. So we would like to ask you, can you walk us through how recruitment actually works in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
Sure. Saudi Arabia's job market is dynamic and rapidly evolving, driven by Vision 2030 initiatives, Saudization policies, and strong push toward digital transformation. Recruitment here involves mix of local and international talent, with companies balancing Saudization requirement while attracting specialized skills. The process is structured with a company leveraging job portal, recruitment agencies, and government platform like Taqat to streamline the hiring process.
Wow, this is very interesting. And what are some biggest hiring challenges in Saudi Arabia? We were wondering because you are saying it's obviously about this diverse, talent force that you are having with international and local talent. What could be other challenges that you are facing?
Well, the challenges we are facing, one of the biggest challenge actually, hiring challenge in Saudi Arabia today is the shortage of specialized talent. While the workforce is growing, feels like healthcare, technology, and engineering still face skills gap. Companies often compete for the top professionals, which makes recruitment in this sector highly competitive. Another challenge is the gap between workforce expectation and market realities. Some job seekers have high expectation regarding salaries, benefits, and work culture, which don't always align with the with what companies offer. Business are Businesses are working hard to bridge the gap by offering competitive packages while ensuring sustainability. Retention of top talent is another key issue. With so many new opportunities emerging, a skilled employee have more choice than ever before. Companies are focusing on career development, training programs, and creating better work environment to keep their best employee engaged and motivated. Finally, employer branding and talent attraction play a major role in today's job market. Organizations need to position themselves in desirable place to work, offering a strong career growth, competitive benefits, and positive workplace culture. In competitive market, standing out as an employer of choice is more important than ever.
Yeah,
I can absolutely see the point on this type of competitive market. Wow, I think this is, as you said, I mean, those expectations and then to balance them, offering a competitive salary but still staying sustainable. this is definitely a big challenge.
Yes.
Absolutely. I would like to move on to AI and a little bit of digital transformation in HR and ask you a few questions around that. So, obviously, since a few years, artificial intelligence is revolutionary. How do you say that? Doing a revolution in recruitment
Revolution.
practices in HR as well. So, and of course, I can imagine that Saudi Arabia is no exception to that. So let's see if
Yes.
how AI is changing the HR and recruitment practices in the kingdom. Can you tell us a little bit more how AI is being adopted in Saudi, and are there any challenges around AI adoption when it comes to recruitment and HR?
Sure. AI adoption in Saudi Arabia is growing rapidly, with companies integrating AI-driven ATS chatbots for candidate engagement, and also AI helps in screening resume, assessing candidates fit, and even conducting video interview. However, challenges including resisting to change, lack of AI expertise within HR teams, and ensuring AI tools align with the local labor regulation and culture norms.
Got you. And just to maybe a follow-up
Yes,
question,
and then also
maybe a follow-up question on that. What is, do you see that is being done right now to address this lack of understanding or lack of knowledge in HR teams? Is there anything done on this front?
Actually, HR leaders should understand that AI is something that people right now are afraid of AI. Some of them, but AI is actually it's a tool to help HR leaders to perform their job better.
Yeah.
So they don't need to be afraid of AI. AI is just a tool, and the workplace is changing right now. AI is a must. We need to understand it. We need to work with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's something. I think this is a trend of pretty much overall in HR right now. In some countries more than in others. To that there is this global fear of is it going to replace our jobs? But you're right. It's best to see it as a tool that helps rather than eliminates the position.
yes, absolutely. And another question I would like to ask you, Ali, is also that bias in AI is another concern and something people might also fear of a little bit. So, in your opinion, what steps should HR leaders take to ensure fairness and transparency in an AI-powered recruitment process?
Well, HR leader must ensure that AI tools are trained on diverse data sets and continuously audited for bias. Transparency is a key. Candidates should understand how AI is used in hiring decision. Additionally, AI should complete the human judgment, not replace it. Implementing ethical AI frameworks and regularly reviewing hiring algorithm will help maintain fairness and compliance with the labor laws.
Okay.
Perfect. Anastasia, you want to continue?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I was just thinking about jumping to another topic, actually. I mean, a related topic, of course. But if we think about talent management and employee retention, in the beginning of our conversation, Ali, you mentioned that companies do a big deal. They go to extended lengths to keep the employees because of such a tough recruitment market, not only in Saudi Arabia overall. So attracting talent, the right talent, is always difficult. So retaining talent is crucial for every organization and especially in the kingdom. So beyond recruitment, retaining top talent is, as we said, is important. Let's discuss some strategies that you use or companies use in the Saudi context. For example, beyond hiring, how HR leaders in Saudi focus on retaining top talent and what employees are prioritizing today.
Okay, retention starts with understanding what employees value. Today, professionals prioritize career growth, work-life balance, and strong workplace culture. HR leaders should invest in career development programs, mentorship initiatives, and flexible work policies. Competition is important, but engagement, recognition, and well-being programs are equally critical.
Got you.
Yes. And adding to this, Ali, what do you think, what role do actually HR policies and digital tools play in improving employee engagement and, let's say, the overall workplace culture?
HR policies set the foundation of engagement, but digital tools amplifies their impacts. Platforms for performance management, employee feedback, and recognition help create a transparent and inclusive culture. Digital tools also enable real-time pulse survey, AI-driven learning platforms, and automated career pathing, making employee engagement more dynamic and data-driven.
Got you. If we move a little bit forward, let's say to a future of HR and a bit of leadership advice to HR leaders, because HR and AI, of course, landscape, they continue to evolve, and professionals like us, we must adapt ourselves to make new skills and to stay relevant. So, what do you think for HR professionals, if you give advice to HR people, what skills do you believe HR professionals must develop to stay relevant in the future workplace?
Well, HR professionals need to develop digital literacy, data analytics skills, and strategic workforce planning capabilities. Understanding AI and automation in HR will be crucial. Additionally, soft skills like adaptability, emotional intelligence, and change management will be key as workplace continue to evolve.
I am very happy you said this, Ali, because you are coming up with the digital literacy or the so-called AI
Yes.
literacy. I don't know if you heard about this, but in Europe, for example, now companies must ensure that their employees are actually trained on AI literacy.
Interesting.
Also, yeah, because also they want to take care that not any kind of damage is done. I am a strong believer of the fact that many employees are actually using AI tools without the employer knowing that. So there are so many people currently working in their job and they are using at least LLMs, large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, and you name it. And the employer doesn't even know that. So it's kind of important to take care of those things and that no kind of damage happens, because obviously, and especially the three of us working in the HR field, we know that there is no other department that is working with more sensitive data than actually HR is. I mean, we are
Yes.
we are really having all the personal data and all the, like all the sensitive data, as I said. So I think this is a fantastic point that you have outlined there, because digital literacy is something that every one of us can learn and
Correct.
can get. I totally see the point that some people are obviously more literate on certain things, and this has always been like that. So it will always happen that there is one person in the team that takes on all the digital challenges. But at the same time, it's very important to ensure that at least everyone has the same source of training and somehow the same amount of knowledge when it comes to this training. And also looking again a little bit in the future, as Anastasia said, from your side, Ali, if you had one key piece of advice for HR leaders navigating in this, yeah, very fast changing world, what would it be?
Well, stay agile and people centric. The HR landscape is changing rapidly, but at its core, HR is about people. So embrace technology, but never lose sight of human elements. Invest in continuous learning, building strong employer brands, and create workplace where employees feel valued and empowered.
Perfect. Thank you very much for this. And I think this is going to be definitely the biggest challenge.
Yes.
Um, Ali, if we may ask you, because you were speaking about your company, about Ethra,
That's right. Yes.
and we know that you are working in HR consulting, maybe you can give us a little bit more of details how, I mean, obviously not talking about your clients, but talking about how do those HR consulting projects look like? What are what are the challenges that they are booking you for the most?
All right. At Ethra, actually, as I said previously, that we provide HR consultation services. We provide recruitment services. Also, we provide HR plus outsourcing services. We actually targeted all level of clients, big companies, small companies, medium companies, to provide them with either HR consultation or recruitment. For example, one of our clients are looking for an AI-driven tools that can help their employees to ask queries, understand the policy, ask about their leaves, ask about their information as HR employees. So we have a partnership with an AI companies that we can implement an AI tools that can answer all queries for our customers employees. They can ask about the policy, leave policy, any other policy. They can ask about their leave balance, anything related to HR policy. So this is one of the services that we provide for our client.
Sounds really interesting. And just out of curiosity, Ali, I was wondering if you could give us a little bit of insights about about the employment laws in Saudi Arabia. So, talking about, for example, what is normal in Saudi Arabia to be a notice period when you hire someone?
The probation period, you mean? It's 90 days.
Yes.
90 days, actually. It can be
Oh,
extended up to 180 days, but need to have a consent of the employee and a written consent actually from the employee and the employer.
Got you. I have a follow-up question actually. How does the recruitment process look like? I'm sure some people would be curious. Like, how many rounds of interviews? Is it very formal? Do people tend to have, like, I don't know, 2 rounds of interviews or sometimes five, like in US? It's a normal practice to have like from 5 to 10 rounds. It's crazy, especially in pharma. What about Saudi? Like, how, if people apply for a job in Saudi Arabia, what can they expect?
Well, it's vary from a company to another, but maybe the best practice start with workforce planning for each year. The recruiters need to understand the job description. They need to sit with the hiring manager to ask a couple of questions to understand deeply about the position. Once they understand fully the job description, they will start the sourcing. Sourcing, they have multiple tools to use. Some of them are platforms like LinkedIn and others platforms. They can use the government platform, we call it Taqat here in Saudi Arabia, that they can help organization to hire without any fees. Also, they can use their references as a headhunter. After they do the sourcing, they need to match the applications with the job description. Once they are matched, they start this phone screening. They call the candidates. They see if they are if they actually interest to the job. If they are, they can start asking a couple of questions, and then they can arrange for a face-to-face interview, or nowadays online interviews. Then they can ask deep question about the job. The recruiter will explain about the work place and the environment. They can explain about the packages, the benefits. Then they will arrange for another round interview with the hiring manager. Here, when it comes the technical questions, once they can pass the interview, then they move to the offering stage and negotiation. Once the candidates accept the offer, normally they have 30 days or 60 days to join. Then we'll start the onboarding process to make sure the employee is fit to the culture.
To the company. So very much like everywhere else, right? So basically, very similar recruitment
Yes.
practices now.
Recruitment works almost the same
Yes,
everywhere
you
in
are
the
right.
world.
Correct.
Ali, you were also saying that because of the shortage of talent, you're also looking at obviously international candidates.
Correct.
How is it with the visa process in Saudi Arabia? So, just for example, if I would apply for a job and I would get an offer from your side, is it quite easy, would you say, the visa process, or is it something a bit more complicated? Did you have this experience already with international candidates?
Yes, actually, the visa process is easy, but it's about the Saudization policy. The Saudization policy needs to have a percentage for each company and industry that they have to meet in order for the company to hire international candidates. If they
Yeah.
meet these criteria, then they can apply in the Human Resource Ministry for a visa to hire an international candidate. Once they have the visa approved, then they can continue the process, the interview process, and select the candidates. Once the candidate is selected, then they will go with the government process for visa. So it's, as I said, it's the hiring process here in Saudi Arabia is well structured, and it's very easy. You can go online and finish all your process. You don't need to go to any offices. Everything can be done by your computer.
Very straightforward. Sounds like very
Wonderful.
straightforward. When people arrive to Saudi Arabia and somebody who never lived in this part of the world, what do you think? What advice would you give to, let's say, people coming from Western Europe or from America, so from this part of the world, when they come to live in Saudi Arabia, whether they're male or female, what would you advise to them? Like how to prepare themselves to live in a different climate, different culture, I don't know, maybe different working culture.
Actually, I would advise them to have fun here in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is changing rapidly, and the people here in Saudi Arabia are welcoming, very generous, and they
Yeah.
can help any foreign people to adapt in Saudi Arabia. People are easy. The work culture are also similar to the work. So my advice: just have fun in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, we will take that. Yes. I think it's a
That's
good
wonderful
advice.
advice. This is very good. So, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I mean, we have learned so much today. And Ali, thank you again for taking the time. I mean, we jumped into Saudi Arabia. We spoke about the job market. We spoke about how you are approaching artificial intelligence in Saudi Arabia, what you are doing in this field, especially in HR, and you gave us all of these fantastic insights. And on top of that, we got all the expert knowledge about the country itself. And the best part about it was to have fun, I have to say. So it really makes us want to come as soon as possible to Saudi. And Anastasia and myself, we already have this on our list for quite some time,
You'll be welcome.
Ali. So we thank you so much. We will for sure reach out to you the next time we
Sure.
travel to Saudi Arabia. And again, thank you so much for taking your time. And thank you to our
Thank
listeners.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.